Let's fucking go! What's good, y'all? Good fucking morning. Happy Saturday to everybody. It's time to talk football, baby. I'm excited. We got a good show for y'all today. I promise you, we got a lot to talk about. The NFL schedule has been released for the 2023 season. The USFL Week 5 is going on right now. It has already started. The Michigan Panthers are taking on the Pittsburgh Maulers live on USA right now, so check it out. Also, the XFL Championship, the X Bowl, is tonight, 4 p.m. Eastern, or excuse me, Pacific Standard Time. I believe 5 p.m. 5 p.m., 7 p.m. Pacific, or no, 7 p.m. Midwestern Time, well, Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern, and 5 p.m. Pacific. There you go. Because it's going down in San Antonio, Texas, at the Alamo Dome. So it's going to be lit. I mean, we got Arlington fans right down the damn street. You know what I'm saying? And then you got DC fans coming. So it's going to be super lit today. It's going to be packed. Misprint, Pew, Psycho, what's going on? Y'all welcome in. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Misprint, good evening. How are you feeling? Pew, how you feeling? Psycho, how you feeling? Everybody that's watching, what's good, man? Let's go. Are y'all pumped, man? Are y'all fucking pumped up today? It's going down, man. There's so much football. It's so much football. I promise you, it's so much football right now. Like I said, the Pittsburgh Maulers and the Michigan Panthers are playing right now live on USA. And currently, let me check the score. Currently, the score is, well, whenever they stop playing this damn replay, I'll be able to tell you. You feeling good? Man, I'm feeling good today, too, man. Like I say, I was just excited. Last night, I was so turned up, bro. I was so drunk in that stream last night. I didn't even realize we were live on Kick and Twitch and YouTube, bro. So I just was like, I was turned. I was singing off key. I was freestyling and saying the same shit over and over. Hey, yo, I just had so much fun. Me and wifey had so much fun last night. But it is right now tied 7-7 into the first quarter. So right now you got a good game going on. It's been a back and forth game so far as offensive drives and shit. So it's pretty entertaining right now. I would definitely check the game out. Yes, sir. Let's get them shouties going, y'all. Let's get these shouties going. But Hit, what's good with you, bro? We got some fan mail today. Yeah, because of Hit. We got some fan mail today, y'all. It's going down. All right, so Hit don't use Twitter and shit like that. He don't use Twitter and Facebook. So you good, Pew? Word up, man. Thank you for being here. Happy to have y'all here, man. Yes, sir. Fan mail hype. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Fucking go. Fan mail hype. That's for a fucking Hit. That's for you, baby. That was the fan mail hype right there. No, I'm just playing. Let's get it. Let's get it. Fan mail hype. We got some fan mail today from your boy Hitting. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's going down. Also, minicamp has started in the NFL as well. So it's a lot of shit going on today, man. J Cav, what it do? What, you in here, J Cav? Oh no, that was from last night, Hit. That was from last night. I didn't even realize I was live on Kick last night, yo. Oh, he trolling. He's trolling right now. He's just shouting out everybody, so when everybody pop up in the stream. Yo, last night I shouted Chuck out so crazy, bro. That shit was hilarious. I was like, I'll carry you. It's like, Chuck, I'll carry you. I'm going to get in trouble for saying it, but Chuck, I'll carry you. That's what I kept saying, bro, for like 10 minutes straight, bro. That shit was funny. Me and wifey was just watching that shit. That shit was so funny last night. I had so much fun. West be playing, man. Thank you for the 3 gifted subs last night on fucking Twitch, man. You are fucking amazing. You feel me? Big ups to my boy. And I'm going to go ahead and get yada. Get the subs. Get the subs. Hey, hey, hey. Got them gifts. That's for you, Wes. If you pull up today or if you watch this VOD, man, that's for you, man. Yeah, I got the shiny head today, you know what I'm saying? I was letting my head breathe. I ain't need no hat, you know what I mean? It's early in the morning. I just woke the fuck up, you know what I mean? I ain't got no damn hat on. I ain't been nowhere today, you know what I'm saying? Got my ass up, you know what I'm saying? Got my morning started. Look, I ain't even got no fuck. Look, my coffee all the way the fuck over there, y'all. I'm all unorganized. Yes, sir, that ebony chrome dome shining. Baby, you need my coffee, please? I need my coffee. I need my coffee. Yeah. Can I get a what? Psycho money with the biddies. Hey, biddies. Hey. Rub that head for good luck. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Can I get another shouty for Psycho with the 10 biddies? Psycho B Money with the 10 biddies. Let's go. You a dub right now, bro. MVP type shit. Let's fucking go. Biddy diddy. Biddy diddy. Hey. Hey, he said let's talk tennis. Nah, we ain't talking tennis in here. Not today, but it's all about that foosball. No, we're going to get into some talk today, though, man. Like I said, man, we got a good show for y'all today. The XFL championship game. I'm excited for it. Y'all know I'm excited for that shit. I call it the X Bowl, y'all. And I'm excited for the X Bowl today. So, y'all get ready for that. Like I said, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, live on ABC. You can watch the XFL championship game, the Expo, tonight. So, y'all get ready, man. It's going to be live. I might even do, depending on if I get this, depending on what time me and Alacio done gaming for his stream, but I might do a watch party for the XFL championship game tonight. So y'all be on the lookout for that too, you know what I'm saying? But today though, like I said, we got some news. So let me find this NFL schedule. We'll come back to that. I just, all I can say is it's going to be an exciting season next season, y'all. It's going to be an exciting season next season, y'all. Because, man, look. With that NFL schedule popping off, the way it's looking, it's going to be some real good games next year. Or this year. There's going to be some real good games coming up, man. I'm telling you. It's going to be live. So, y'all definitely want to pay attention to what these schedules are looking like, and I'm gonna just talk about some of the more highlighted games right now for full coverage or full access of the NFL 2023 schedule. You can go to ESPN, the app, and go to the news. You know, go to the NFL news and all that. You can also go to ESPN.com, of course, whatever you use to get your football news, and you can actually check the whole entire schedule in full. So I gotta go back and look because I didn't fucking save the shit or nothing. I just been, you know, skimming through shit. One matchup though, week 1, the newly led Aaron Rodgers Jets are taking on that boy, that man, Josh Allen, over there in motherfucking Buffalo. That's gonna be a huge game, and that's Monday Night Football. Buffalo's coming to New York to take on the Jets, or they're going to East Rutherford, and they're taking on the Jets. So that's going to be a huge first game of the week, or first game of the week, and as far as the NFL season. The Chiefs and the Lions start the season off on Thursday Night Football. Chiefs hosting the Lions. My Cowboys take on the Giants. The Texans take on the Ravens. Get to see C.J. Stroud debut. The Bengals take on the Browns. The Vikings and the Buccaneers. Titans and Saints. Panthers and Falcons. Jaguars, Colts. 49ers, Steelers. Commanders, Cardinals. Raiders and Broncos. Dolphins and Chargers. Eagles and Patriots. Bears and Packers. Rams and Seahawks. And then that Monday night game with the Bills and the Jets. That's your week 1 NFL schedule coming up this week. Get your ass out of here with that bullshit. Oh, shit. You got the Giants just to piss me off. It ain't going to piss me off. That shit, look, when people hate on my Cowboys, it does not bother me. It doesn't. Bro, Stephen A. Smith, I'm still going to continue to call you out every week. So, y'all, somebody tag this shit. Clip this. Clip me calling out Stephen A. Smith. Somebody clip this. I need some clips. This part right here that I'm about to say. Somebody clip this on Kick and clip this on Twitch. Stephen A. Smith, I challenge you to a debate about football. I am probably the biggest Dallas Cowboys fan in the world, the diehard Dallas Cowboys fan, and I'm the realist. Every year is not our year, but I do want to talk to you about this year. So why don't you come talk to me on the gridiron, and let's get it popping. Carly, what's going on? Welcome in. Somebody clip that and tag my man Stephen A. Smith so he can come talk shit on the motherfucking podcast show with me, man. Come talk to shit on the goddamn gridiron, Stephen A. Come holler at me. Let's talk about these Cowboys because you like to make your little predictions. Oh, the fall will happen. We'll see. We'll see. We do got a tough schedule, though. We play the entire AFC East. We definitely play the entire AFC East. You know what I'm saying? Yes, definitely somebody clip that and send that to Stephen A. Tag that, post that on social media, and tag that shit with Stephen A. Smith in it. Yes, shots fired. Stephen A., come holla at Jersey the King, man. Come holla at Jersey the King, man. Let's talk that cowboy talk, man. You want to diss my team every single year. Come holla at me, man. I'm going to tell you why you've been right. I'm going to keep it 100 with you, and I'm going to tell you why you've been right. It's Dak Prescott. Roll up if you got to, light up if you don't. It's 420 somewhere. It's time to smoke. My bad, y'all. It's Dak Prescott, Stephen A. It's Dak. Yeah, shots fired, damn it. Shots fired, Stephen A. You know what I'm saying? Come holler at me on the gridiron. You feel me? Listen. Dak Prescott has plagued us. He has been another Tony Romo. He has not gotten us to the NFC Championship. We paid him all this money for him to continuously get us to the divisional round and nothing further. He has not done his job. He did not earn that paycheck that he got. He didn't earn the restructure to where it is. He should have got restructured to under $100 million. He should not be making all that money for his performances that he's been having. You had a terrible season last year as far as interceptions. Like, come on. What are you doing? Dak, I'm calling you out. As a Cowboys fan, I'm calling you out. Do better. Do better, bruh. Because you're doing horrible, man. How are you only getting us to the NFC divisional round, bro? You can't get us to the championship game? You can't do your job? Dak. Hey! Bunny with the biddies. Be money with the biddies. I called you Bunny. That was crazy. Be money with the biddies. Let's go. But Dak Prescott, as a diehard Cowboys fan and a watcher of football and lover of football and a analyst of this shit, and I watch this shit and I break it down. What are you doing, bruh? Psycho, right? Like, what are you doing? Like, it doesn't make no sense. You're sitting here trying to thread the needle on passes you don't need to. You're making dumb decisions. You're putting the ball in places that our receivers can't get to. You're just trying to make something happen and make it look spectacular. Quit trying to be like everybody else and just be Dak, man. Play the fucking game, bro. Get us where we need to be before you try doing all this fancy shit. Get us where we need to be, bruh. You're not doing that. We can't even get to the NFC Championship game because you want to sit here and throw fucking 15 interceptions in a season, bruh. Looking like Daniel Jones out here. What the fuck are you doing? Looking like Danny over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing, bro? I'm calling you out as a Cowboys fan. If you don't do better this year, you don't get us to the NFC Championship this year, guess what I'm doing? I'm putting out a nationwide petition to have your ass fucking traded. How about that? And I'm saying it live on my show. Live on the Gridiron. Today, May 13th. Ain't that the date? Yes, Saturday, May 13th. I'm saying it live. Episode 12 of the Gridiron. Dak Prescott, get us to the NFC Championship game, or we're calling your ass out and getting you traded. We're petitioning your ass. Get the hell out of here. If you can't do better, man, get out of here, bro. Real shit. Like, I can't say no more, man. Clip that shit. Clip it. Name it Dak Do Better. Clip that shit. Dak Do Better. Somebody clip that shit. Real shit. I need a Stephen A clip, and I need a shout out, shots fired, bow, 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 bow. You know what I'm saying? And Dak, do better. Jerry, retire. Sit your ass down. Your ass old. Shit. We ain't had a successful season since cocaine was in the locker room. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Shit. That's the last time we went to the NFC Championship. That's the last time we went to the Super Bowl. That's the last time we won. That's the last time we've really been relevant. Cocaine was in the locker room. So, Jerry, sit your ass down if you ain't going to do something. Okay? Because I don't, man, what the hell? Thank you for drafting that linebacker, though. Overshown, I think he's going to be fucking huge. Woo. He said, he said, clip all the non-clips. You better be clipping that shit. Hit over there on fucking Kick. You better be clipping. I need some clips made, man. Dak, do better. Shit. Because I'm telling you, man, if we don't make it to the NFC Championship this year, bro, that's all it's just going to be, you know, an epic. Just epic. Epic failure, bro. Real shit. I mean, let's be honest. B-Money, who's your team? Let me ask you that. Who's your team? Yes, I said Danny. Danny Jones. Yes, I said Danny. But B-Money, who's your team? Who's your football team, bro? In the NFL, at least. I need to know. He's still going to switch to wrestling podcast. Oh, you're a Cowboys fan? Okay, what? Yes, okay, so you feel what I feel. We need Dak to do better. Because it's like, okay, you're looking at all these other teams and they're filling needs, right? Justin Fields over there in Chicago. They put their trust in him. You want to know why? Because they went and got an offensive line and went and got some pieces for him. CJ Stroud, down in Texas, Houston, watch they have a pretty good season. Why? Because they've been setting up an offensive line. Pay attention. They did okay in this draft this year too. So pay attention. Carolina, Bryce Young, pay attention. These teams are doing what they need to put pieces around quarterbacks and certain players to make their team successful. And one thing you gotta have, especially if you need a balanced, or if you don't have a balanced offense, an offensive line. That way you can run the ball, pass the ball. Run the ball, pass the ball. You'll have a balanced offense, your team can succeed. Period. How it feels to be a Cowboys fan is like people getting hyped for Fast 10. Shut your ass up, Hip. Everybody talks so much shit on the Cowboys, but it'd be funny because it'd be, for one, people who don't watch football, and for two, sometimes it'd be people whose teams are worse than my team. So I'd be like, whatever. I don't even care. I know that all the heat that's gonna come with being a Cowboys fan, and I'm prepared for it. I really, really am. I'm prepared for that shit. But there are some, I can't find the highlighted games. I'm not going to sit here and search for that shit, to be honest. But if you do go on ESPN.com or any of the sites out there that will have the NFL schedule, you can go out and see the entire NFL schedule for each team. You can see all the games that are going to be like, hype games, must-watch TV games, and all that shit too. So definitely go check that out on ESPN.com, ESPN app. Everywhere, you know what I mean? Oh, I already know Hit. I don't know though, man. The Steelers they're putting pieces around Kenny Pickett, but I'm telling you, they're putting pieces around Pickett and Pickens. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a good season for them this year, I think. Then you gotta imagine the Ravens just picked up OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr. Lamar stayed. They got a receiver. They're boosting up their offensive line. Look, this season's gonna be lit. There's a lot of teams that weren't shit, like the Jaguars and them. They're back. You need to watch. Watch what I tell you, man. This season's gonna be lit. It's gonna be something to watch, and we're covering every week. We're covering every single week of it. So be prepared. You know what I'm saying? Be prepared. Shit. Smoking some fire right now, too. I don't even remember what the shit is called. Something sherbet. But that shit. Woo! Y'all want to hit it? Hit the way down. We do this. It's a 420 friendly podcast here. I just want to let everybody know. Yeah, bro. A lot of teams are beefing up, man. It's going to be a really competitive season this season. You know what I'm saying? A lot of teams that wasn't good in the past are good again. You know what I mean? They're getting better. It's going to be a lit season. But I'm telling you, I'm protesting if Dak don't get us an NFC championship. I don't give a fuck. We just picked up all these pieces on offense and defense. We had a decent draft. Yes, sir. Got that fire, bro. And, you know what I'm saying? I feel that we should have everything in place to succeed. So that's all I'm going to say about the Cowboys. That's it. I think the Eagles are going to be good. I think the Chiefs are going to be good again. I think a lot of teams are going to be good. I think it's just going to be a all-around, honestly, an all-around fucking competitive season just in general. You know what I mean? Because you have to imagine how many teams are, like I said, getting better. They have the young talent that's elevating and becoming better and better and better. So it's going to be very, very competitive. And that's the thing. It's going to be very, very competitive, y'all. Also, I feel that if certain things happen throughout this season, shut your ass up, They ain't trying to boycott shit. Like I said, it's a good game going on right now. Pittsburgh currently has a lead. They're 1-3. It's 14-7. Pittsburgh's driving. It's 7 minutes and 24 seconds left in the game. There go my wife. Can I get a shout out for her on Kick, bro? Please, thank you. Michigan is, I believe, 3-2. Hold on. No, Michigan is 2-2. Sorry. Yeah, Michigan's 2-2, and Pittsburgh is 1-3 right now. Last week we're gonna go on to some XFL news, or excuse me, USFL news. Last week in week 4, we had a really, really entertaining week of football. Houston, the Gamblers, bro. When I say the Houston Gamblers was a surprising blowout team last week, like with their win last week, bro, 41-16 over the Philadelphia Stars. And Philly last year played for the USFL championship against Birmingham. Yes, they did lose to Birmingham last year, but oh my goodness, it's like it's a whole nother team this year. They're 1-3 now with that loss. And I mean, last week was just brutal for Philly. I mean, brutal. If you look at what they did, okay, Case Cookus, their starting quarterback. Whew, boy, listen. My wife says she's high. Case Cookus came in and was 24 of 36, 189 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception with a 77.2 QBR. Not bad, right? Thompson comes in, throws the one touchdown on the makes 1 completion for 11 yards. That was it. 112 QBR rating because he had 1 fucking completion. Whatever. Colburn, the running back for the number, or the starting running back for Philly, only had 16 yards on 6 attempts. Terrible. Their running game had nothing. They couldn't get the running game going. That's why Case Cookus had to throw the ball freaking 36 times. Cookus ran for 16 yards, just as much as the running back off of 2 attempts. Freaking Williams ran for 12 yards off of 3 attempts. No running game. 44 yards on the ground. Like I keep preaching every week, one thing about football, for anybody who doesn't know, anything about American football like that, or you're not into it, or you don't watch it, or whatever case, and you're learning. That's one of the reasons why you're here on my show, to learn. If your football team cannot run the ball, they're a one-dimensional team now. You understand what I'm saying? So the defense is going to recognize that. Oh, you're a one-dimensional team. We're stuffing the run. We're stopping the run every time. Or you're barely getting in the yards. So you're going to mainly throw the ball. So now that defense is going to constantly be in pass protection. They're going to be in pass coverage defense all the time. They'll blitz. They'll send some rushers. But they're going to be in pass coverage defense all the time. And it makes your team one-dimensional on offense, and it makes it harder for you to score. You understand what I'm saying? My bad, Joe. But that's the main thing y'all got to realize when you're watching these games. When you want to root for a team, like if you're new to this game and you want to root for a team, pay attention to your team. You know what I mean? See what they do. See if they're a balanced offense and as well as a balanced defense. If they're able to stop the run and stop the pass. If they're able to switch up their schemes on the fly if they need to. You know what I mean? And that's the one thing that Philly was not able to do. They were not able to get an established running game. Their receivers had to do all the work. Look, Gray had 61 yards off of 8 receptions. Coleman had 27 yards. Corey Coleman was doing his thing on the kicker on the return game. Sewell had 26 yards off 3 receptions. Overton had 22 yards off 3 receptions. Williams had 19 yards off 2 receptions. Colburn II had 18 yards off of 2 receptions. Rowland had 17 yards off of 3 receptions, and Wells and Akeem had 5 yards off of 1 reception each. They accumulated 200 yards off of 25 catches. When your wide receivers have to work that much, what's going on, Rasta? Welcome in, bro. When your wide receivers have to work that much, and your offensive line isn't giving you any type of fucking curtain up in front of that line to stop that fucking passing rush attack, or to at least open up the lane for your running back to move the fucking ball, you're going to be one-dimensional. And you're going to be stuck passing the ball, and your receivers are going to have to do all the work. And then your quarterback's going to have to constantly try and spread the ball around. It's going to be impossible when the defense is going to know your coverage all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because you're limited to what you can do if you can't run the ball. If you're constantly getting put in long third down situations to where you have to throw the ball, the defense is going to be ready for it. They're more than likely going to stop that shit rather than you converting. And that's what makes it hard, you know what I mean, for these teams. And that's what was hard for Philly yesterday or last week. They just could not get it going, and Houston just took advantage of it. Look, Bahar went crazy. Kenji Bahar went crazy. 15 for 21, 230 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interception. QBR 139 for Houston. What? Wilson even came in and went 2 of 3 for 21 yards. You know what I mean? They accumulated for 251 yards passing with no turnovers through the air. None. Thompson, the running back for Houston, 13 rushing attempts, 134 yards. That's a balanced offense. They played so balanced last week, and that's why they just destroyed Philly. They just destroyed them. You put up 251 yards in the air. And hold on, I'm not done. Just one running back got 134 yards. Another running back got 49 yards off of 9 attempts. Another running back, that was Wilson. Jones came in 13 attempts, 34 yards. Bahar, 2 attempts, 2 yards. They accumulated 219 yards on the ground. When you're accumulating damn near 500 yards of offense between rushing and throwing the ball, that's a balanced attack. You're going to be an unstoppable team. Now, if Houston can continue this for the rest of the season, that 2-2 blemish right now, those 2 losses on their record right now, ain't going to be nothing come the end of the season, come week 10, if they continue to play like they did last week. That's just a balanced offense all the way. Look at your receivers. 63 yards, 55 yards, 45 yards, 34 yards, 30 yards, 16 yards, 8 yards. That's how you attack on offense. You get the ball moving on the ground, opens up play action, opens up different schemes for you to throw the ball, opens up flea flickers, trick plays, things to that nature. You got to have an established run game, period. And if you don't, you're not going to be a successful team. And that's hands down. And that's what happened to Philly last week, and that's why they got destroyed. Period. They caused 3 fumbles. Or no, excuse me, they had 3 fumbles. They forced 1 fumble. They lost 1 fumble out of the 3. But they did force a fumble on defense. Like I said, it was just an all-around blowout for Houston and an impressive win last week. And you just got to give it to them. You know what I mean? You just got to give it to them. And they played their ass off, and they shut Philly down and made them look like nothing. And they really did. They made them look like nothing. They made them look like they don't have any chance this season of being a good team. So Philly's going to have to make a huge turnaround and do something, or it's not going to be good for them. Game 2 last week was Memphis versus Michigan. And like I said, Michigan's currently playing right now against the Pittsburgh Maulers, and I believe they're still down 14-7. Yes, they're down 14-7, but they do have the ball 1st and 10. So, they lost last week 29-10. Memphis comes into Ford Field and spoils that home opener spoiled that second home game for Michigan, and getting their first win of the season. They're now 1-3. It was a very good game. Can't even lie. Betham, I keep screwing up on his name. Actually, Kelly, Kelly played last week. Or he's the starter, I'm sorry. Kelly came in went 15 of 26, 151 yards. That was it. He didn't throw any touchdowns on the air, though. White came in on the ground, put up 54 yards off of 15 rushing attempts, but no touchdowns. Kelly, though, 6 rushing attempts, 27 yards, 2 touchdowns. So it was really the ground game that won them the game. The ground game, the defense, and the special teams, because that defense was really, really gutsy yesterday or last week. Bro, when the USFL commercials got more fans in the stadium than actual games. That was from last season, though. That's the funny thing. That was from last season. Like, they'll show the games from last season with all them fans, because that's when they had all them fans. Like, this year, I don't give a damn what nobody say. I'm going to be doing a video on this about the USFL's attendance. People are like, oh, they're having great attendance on TV. Yeah, on TV. But when you look at those stands in some of those games, bro, it's horrific. Horrific. I mean, Michigan and Memphis have had the best crowds so far. In Birmingham. That's it. Because they're the only teams that play at a home field that are in their actual city. Real shit. Birmingham actually plays in Birmingham. Memphis actually plays in Memphis. And the Michigan Panthers actually play in Michigan. And they play in Detroit at Ford Field. That's the new hub. Michigan's hub and Memphis' hub are the two new hubs for the US, or two of the new hubs for the USFL this year. But yeah, the running game, they had 94 yards on the ground. They had 151 yards in the air. That's still a balanced offense. Kelly threw to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different receivers, 8 different receivers. And the receivers accumulated, like I said, for 151 yards. Papels, 58 off of 3 receptions. White, 27 yards off of 3 receptions. Helm, 24 yards off of 2. Dillon, 23 yards off of 4. Jay Mitchell had 13 yards off of 1 reception. The other Mitchell had 3 yards off of 1 reception. Washington had 3 yards off of one reception. And McDaniels had no yards off of no receptions, but he had a target. So he had an incomplete. But that defense, like I said, they were just feisty. You had a bunch of tackles for loss. You had just a stifling defense. They got interceptions. They had, 2 interceptions? Yep, they had 2 interceptions of the team. They had 48 tackles for loss. Or, no, excuse me, not 48. Pardon me. Take that back. They had 4 tackles for loss. They had what is that, a sack? 1 sack as a team on defense. What is this? 5 pass deflections. They had one touchdown on defense as well. You know what I mean? Like, their defense and their running game is what got them that win last week over Michigan. And Memphis was just a better team overall in the game if you were just watching it. You know what I mean? Like I said, they had Michigan's number. You know what I mean? Memphis came in and did their job. They took care of business, and they won the game on the road and got their first win of the season. You know what I mean? So big ups to Memphis. You feel me? Getting that first win of the season. You dig? And they got it popping. I got to give it to them. You know what I mean? They got it popping. Now, Michigan, on the other hand, Josh Love, starting quarterback, ended up getting taken out of the game because he went 10 of 15 for only 58 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Strong came in, put up 9 of 12, 76 yards, 1 interception. So actually they threw 2 interceptions. They got 2 interceptions, I'm sorry. They had Memphis' defense had 2 interceptions. What's going on next is? Welcome in. Thank you for coming through and showing some love on Kick. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's Kick, or that's a Nexus on Kick hit. Yeah, Love just he was just getting attacked, bro. Like, they was on his ass. He had to get that ball out of his hand a lot, and he still was 10 to 15. I had to give him that. He played good, but I think I believe, if I'm correct, Strong came in because he got injured and was out for a couple series. But it was just a all-around good performance by the defense of Memphis. On top of that, like I said, they were just feisty. No, thank you, Miss Print. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you for being here, man. Um, it's just like I said, Memphis just had a better game. You know what I mean? They came in prepared on defense, especially, and they showed that they have a tough defense that can compete this year. So we'll see how their season goes for the rest of the season. But Reggie Corbin, he has been explosive all season, and he got shut down. 14 attempts, 53 yards, y'all. And he's been going crazy this season, rushing the ball, and he just couldn't really get it going. I mean, he still accumulated 53 yards, but 14 attempts. That offensive line was just getting, they were just getting pushed. That Memphis defense, that front line and that Memphis defense was just pushing that offensive line constantly. There were times where the offensive line got a push for Michigan and got some open lanes for the running backs, and held the line for their quarterbacks to get the ball out and complete some passes. But like I said, that Memphis defense was just stifling, and they were top heavy the whole game. Like, they were really going crazy all over the place. You had guys flying around everywhere, attacking the ball, attacking the player with the ball constantly. So it was just a good performance by Memphis. Like I said, Scott III came in, ran 66 yards for off of 12 attempts. Richardson had one rush for 5 yards. Love had 4 rushes for 3 yards. They accumulated 127 yards on the ground, but they just didn't. They couldn't score touchdowns, man. They couldn't get in the end zone. Turnovers. They had 134 yards receiving. Walker had 76, led the way with 7 receptions, 76 yards. Bo had 18 yards off 3 receptions. Hyman had 16 yards off of 2 receptions. Excuse me. Bobix had 9 yards off of 1 reception. Quinn had 2 receptions for 8 yards, and your boy Scott III had 4 yards off of 1 reception. Corbin had 3 yards off of 3 receptions. Literally, Reggie Corbin had a yard per catch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they got smacked around, man. So, it was just, like I said, it was just a tough game for Michigan trying to move the ball into the end zone. Like, they were moving the ball. They were having drives, and then that defense just shut it down, either getting a turnover or, shutting down the drive all in all and taking them out. So it was just the fact that Michigan could not get into the end zone. They just couldn't get into the end zone. So that was their main problem last week. And hopefully, it changes for them. They've gotten to the end zone once already this week. And like I said, it's 14-7. They're driving right now. 1:50 left in the half. Incomplete pass. It's 2nd and 10 now. So like I said, the game is live right now. Pitt versus Michigan. Pittsburgh Maulers versus the Michigan Panthers, currently on USA, live right now. And like I said, that was the second game of the week. Last week in week 4, then my New Jersey Generals go up against the only undefeated team in the USFL, the surprisingly undefeated New Orleans Breakers. They go into Canton, Ohio, my New Jersey Generals home field this season, and they edged out a victory 20-17. It was a really, really good game. It was actually a really, really close game. Both teams played their asses off, man. Both teams put up a good number of yards. It's just, of course, my Breakers fell short. Or, excuse me, my Generals fell short to the Breakers. Now, starting quarterback McLeod Bethel Thompson for the Breakers, he went 26 of 37 for 279 yards and an interception. He didn't even score a touchdown. That's the crazy part. That's why he only had an 80.8 QBR. But he did throw for 279 yards in the air. Also, Wes Hills. Man, now this guy as well. Him and Reggie Corbin for Michigan, they've been the best running backs. And my guy Victor, those are the 3 best running backs in the league right now. Real shit. My running back, Victor, the Breakers running back, Wes Hills, and the Michigan Panthers running back, Reggie Corbin. Look those guys up, y'all. Y'all go check them 3 guys out. They have been tearing it up on the ground this season. Wes Hills, 88 yards of 26 attempts, 2 touchdowns. Just a workhorse. Bethel Thompson had 2 rushing attempts for 10 yards. Jones even came in and had a 1 rushing attempt for 6 yards. But you see those numbers, 26 rushing attempts. You know what I'm saying? That just goes to show you that they do rely on that rushing game, and they're using. You still picked up 104 yards on the ground. You know what I mean? Plus 279 yards in the air. You get me? So that was a pretty decent balanced offense. Surratt had 94 yards receiving off of 6 receptions. Hills even had 71 yards receiving off of 7 receptions. West Hills. Anderson had 43 yards receiving off of 4 receptions. Adams had 37 yards off of 4 receptions. Morris picked up 36 yards off of 4 receptions. Stove had 1 target, but it was an incomplete pass, so no yards, no receptions for him. But Jones came in and had a reception, but it was actually for a negative yardage. So, sorry. So that's what we were looking at for their offense. Their defense was pretty good. Had some tackles for loss by Diggs. He had 12 tackles by himself, 4 solo, 2 tackles for loss, and half a sack. I mean, their defense was just all over the place, man. As a team, they had 48 total tackles, 21 solo tackles by players, 3 sacks, 4 tackles for loss, and no interceptions though. But they did pick up 3 pass deflections. What's going on, GV? Yes, sir. Thank you, Hit. Yes, sir. Exclamation HelloFresh in the chat as well on Twitch, if you could, Misprint or Carly or anybody who's still on Twitch. Exclamation HelloFresh in the chat for your 60% off code. And it's also free shipping. Again, if you shop with HelloFresh, hit that exclamation HelloFresh in the chat. Get that code or just hit that link, and the code will already be embedded. And you'll get 60% off and free shipping on your next order if you utilize that code. Y'all two be going at it every time, yo. That shit's funny. Yes, sir. It worked. Yes, sir. Also, guys, follow me on Spotify. I'm trying to grow my Spotify now. Follow me on Spotify. You can follow the show on Google Podcasts as well. Yes, thank you for the shout out for GV. I appreciate it, bro. You guys go follow my man GV Addis. Great streamer, man. He does a lot of horror. Him and Misprint both, man. Go follow Carly Cleans on TikTok. Follow Psycho B Money on Twitch. Follow Pew the Camel on Twitch and Kick. Follow Misprint on Kick as well. Y'all already know. Let's get it. But yeah, their defense played their ass off, man. Now for my generals. Oh yeah, follow me on all the social medias as well. Like I said, we do have a fan mail today. We got some fan mail today, which I will get into before we go over the Week 5 preview for this week in the USFL, and before we get into the championship game. My generals, boy. Johnson was 7 of 14. DeAndre Johnson, he went 7 of 14. 113 yards, but he did throw a touchdown. Williams actually came in and had more yards rushing on the ground off of less attempts. It was 8 rushing attempts, 70 yards, 1 touchdown. My boy Victor did run for 64 yards off of 9 attempts, no touchdowns. DeAndre Johnson, the quarterback, gave us 5 attempts, 38 yards rushing, no touchdowns. Echoes Looper had 2 receptions for 71 yards. Bowman had 1 reception for 26. Moore had 2 receptions for 20. And then we had some incomplete passes to Satterfield, Saxon Jr. We had 1 completion for negative yardage for Victor, -1 yards. We had a completion for negative yards by Williams as well. It was -3 yards. I mean, we did put up 113 yards through the air, 172 yards on the ground. It was a balanced offense, but like I said, we just fell short. You know what I mean? I believe it was a lost fumble. It was a lost fumble by Victor that cost us the game. So that's how New Jersey lost that game and falls to 2-2. And New Orleans Breakers, surprising this year, they're undefeated. They beat Birmingham. They beat every team that they've played this year. You know what I mean? So big shout outs to them. You feel me? Because that's huge. That's huge. You know what I mean? They didn't do the best last year, and to come out this year and be undefeated on top of blowing out the defending champions. Well, not blowing out, but scoring 45, putting up 45 against Birmingham this year. They put up 45 points against Birmingham and beat them 45-31. So, definitely. Yo, what y'all got going on over there? Hey, yo. And last week, shit, excuse me. And last week, the surprising Pittsburgh Maulers host the Birmingham Stallions. And the reason why I say they're surprising is because their team has been so good, they just haven't been able to close. They're like the Vegas Vipers in the XFL this season. They just weren't able to close out games. They would have the lead, they'd be playing good the whole game, and then they'd somehow either give up the lead at the end and not be just and close out, or they turn over, something that happens. Always, it's been happening to Pittsburgh this season. Right now, Troy Williams got them going right now. They got them going, and they're up 14-7, like I said. It's just, they'll have the lead in these games. And again, like the Vegas Vipers season in the XFL, they'll have the lead in these games, and they can't close. You know what I mean? They'll falter at the end. Or they won't be able to hold on to the lead, and they'll allow the opposing team to score and just, Yo, all my Apex watchers, if you guys watch Apex, go check out my boy Pew the Camel and my boy Rasta Zion, you know what I'm saying? And my boy Chuck Finley 420 for some definitely good Apex gaming, man. Those dudes right there be going in on Apex. So if y'all like Apex, go check them out. But yeah, like I said, Pittsburgh's just been surprising, man, because they can't close out. They lost this game as well. You know what I mean? Troy Williams, he was 21 of 33, 217 yards, but he couldn't get the ball in the end zone. No touchdowns through the air. No interceptions, though. He had 7 attempts on the ground for 63 yards. Garrett Groshek, their starting running back, he had 19 yards off of 5 rushing attempts. Williams did score on the ground, though, with a rushing touchdown. Henney came in and put up the receiver. Henney gave them 14 yards off of 2 rushing attempts, and London 3 yards off of 1 rushing attempt. Gaither had 69 yards receiving off of 6 receptions. Henney had 43 yards receiving off of 4 receptions. Walker had 41 yards receiving off of 3 receptions. Sabert had 20 yards off of 1 reception. Simmons had 17 yards off of 4 receptions. Lynn gave them 14 yards off of 1 receptions. Stoke gave them 13 yards off of 2 receptions, and Groshek had a target but no completion. So That's what you were looking at on the offensive side for Pittsburgh, and their defense played good. You know what I mean? They played good. 66 tackles, 29 of them solo, 1 sack, 1 tackle for loss, 4 pass deflections, and 2 interceptions. You know what I mean? They played good, but they let Alex Magoo and the Birmingham Stallions just come back and seal the deal, man. Alex Magoo went 17 of 29, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, had a QBR rating of 56.3. He gave them 10 rushing attempts, though, for 48 yards and a touchdown. White had 41 yards rushing, 41 yards rushing off of 10 attempts. Marable had 35 yards rushing off of 10 attempts. They had 124 yards on the ground, plus 157 yards through the air. A pretty balanced offense. It wins you games. Even with those 2 mistakes by Magoo through the air, those 2 interceptions, they were still able to pull out a victory. Davis had 71 yards receiving off of 8 receptions. Marable had 26 yards receiving off of 2 receptions. Watkins had 25 yards receiving off of 3 receptions. Hardy gave them 19 yards off of 2 receptions. White gave them 11 yards off of 1 reception. Sternberger gave them 5 yards off of 1 reception, and Kane and Josh Johnson had some targets, but they were incomplete. So, I mean, and the defense played pretty good. 54 tackles, 30 solo, 1 sack, 4 tackles for loss, no interceptions, and 5 pass deflections. So, pretty balanced defense, you know what I mean? Played pretty good. He said, I got the potato fingers. Bro, I hate that shit too, man. I be like, damn, I wish they could make the keyboards bigger. And they'd be like, oh, you could do it. I don't know how to do that shit. So, I don't even try. If I could just use my little thing right here. But, yeah, man, that was week 4 of the USFL. And like I said, some good games. Birmingham edged out a win, 24-20 over Pittsburgh. At an away game, I guess you can call it. New Orleans edged out a win at New Jersey, 20-17. Memphis beat up on Michigan at Detroit, at Ford Field in Detroit, and beat up on them 29-10. Houston just stomped all over Philly, 41-16. And they came into Detroit, because that's Philly's home field. I don't understand why. But that's Philly's home field as well. They share home field at Ford Field with the Michigan Panthers. And, like I said, they were hosting the game, got stomped at home. So they're 1-3. Houston's 2-2 right now. Memphis is 1-3. Michigan's 2-2. New Orleans is 4-0. Jersey's 2-2. Birmingham's 3-1. Pittsburgh's 1-3. And that's what your standings are looking like after week 4 of the USFL. And like I said, currently the first game of week 5 is on. USA live right now. It's 14-7. So y'all can go and watch that right now live. New Jersey's actually number 1 in the North at 2-2. Michigan Panthers are right there. They're tied, actually. But we have the tiebreaker advantage because of beating Michigan. They're 2-2 as well. And then Pittsburgh and Philadelphia are 1-3. The standings in the South, New Orleans 4-0. Birmingham 3-1. The Houston Gamblers 2-2. And the Showboats 1-3. And those are your North and South Division rankings currently. And it's halftime currently in Michigan right now for that game. Now, I've been waiting to do this. Yeah, right now, that's what I'm saying. Right now, Michigan currently has, what, negative 1 rushing yards, bro. Yeah, they currently have -1 rushing yards, 3 yards rushing by Love, -2 yards rushing by Reggie Corbin, and -2 yards rushing by Scott the Third. Like, they have no rushing going on right now. Their offensive line is not moving anything on that defensive side right now, and it's terrible for them, man. It really is. It's so bad, bro. But like I said, we finally got some fan mail. Yeah. Hit. My boy hit with the fan mail question. And he asked, why is a field goal worth 3 points? Now, that is an interesting question. The reason being is because they set the structure to where when you score a touchdown, you score 6 points, right? And if you kick the extra point, it's worth 1 point. So that's what makes it 7, right? Now, you cut that in half for a field goal, because let's say you're on an offensive drive, you're going to try and attempt to score a touchdown, and you can't make that touchdown. The reason why the field goal is worth 3 points is because you kicked the field goal instead of scoring a touchdown. So you still come away with points. So they made it to where it's half of what a touchdown is worth. That's why it's worth 3 points. And then a safety is worth 2 points. And that's in the NFL. All right. Also, he says, I know they yell random things to confuse the other team, but why does it sound like they're naming off Hillbilly Lunch Menu? Why does it sound like why does it sound like they're naming off a Hillbilly Lunch Menu? Great fucking question, bro. No, it's just worth. No, that's not why. It's just because it's half of the touchdown, and they weren't able to score the touchdown. So instead of not having an opportunity to come away with points, they put the field goal in place and make it worth half of what a touchdown's worth. Because the touchdown's worth 6 points, not 7. It's worth 6 points, and the extra point in the NFL, the 1 point is the kick that they'll normally do after they score a touchdown. Sometimes you'll see teams go for a 2-point conversion in the NFL, and that's how you'll get 8. But okay, the reason why it sounds like it does is because it's their cadence. They say a bunch of different shit to confuse the other team, so they don't know the play that they're running, or they don't know what the offensive scheme is in their play. So basically, let's say they have a formation set up, right? And they want to have an option of either passing the ball or running the ball. If the quarterback sees a certain formation in the defense, if they see a certain gap or maybe a certain section of the defense that they can take advantage of, let's say, then they'll call out a crazy ass word for their cadence, for their audible. It's called an audible. They'll call out a crazy ass word, right? Just to keep the defense off guard so that they don't know what the offense is going to do. So boom, the quarterback will say, let's just say, they'll say something like, sirloin. You'll be like, what? Or they'll say, something like, I'm trying to think. I was just hearing it last week in the game. They'll say something. They'll just say something that will refer to maybe like a running route, right? So the running back he'll hear that, and he'll know, okay, the quarterback done found something in that offense or in that defense that he can, take advantage of. He done found a gap that I can run through if that offensive line holds, you know what I mean, and opens up that lane for me to exploit that opening, you know what I mean? So that's definitely why they have those different crazy ass words that they say. Like Peyton Manning made Omaha famous, you know what I mean? Because he was always like Omaha, 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 and just the amount of times that he would say it, they knew the play. His offense knew what his audible was. They knew what play to change to or whatever the case. Even if it's in the same formation, you know what I mean? It was because that was one of the words that he used the most. So he would just say it a certain amount of times for each audible. But yeah, that's why it sounds all crazy like that. Now, minicamp works this way. Hit also asked, how does minicamp work? Basically, minicamp is a time in the offseason where the draft picks, undrafted free agents that are possibly have a chance of getting signed, players from spring leagues like the XFL, the USFL will get invites. Well, not the USFL players because they don't. Their season is during the minicamp, but so they'll get. If anybody does get offers in the USFL, it'll be after their season's over, like right before the NFL preseason. So that training, them OTAs that they'll be doing before preseason is when the USFL players that get invites will have an opportunity to try and make the team. But basically, it's just a training time. It's a training time for the current players on the roster and the new players, like the new draft picks, and for these unsigned free agents who are looking to make the roster or at least make the practice squad, and for those players who are coming from spring leagues to get an opportunity to try and make an active roster or make the training squad. So that's basically what minicamp is for, and it's just early training. The team starts to get a mesh with each other and get that gel again with the new players that are coming in. It gives them a time to go over the new playbooks if there's new plays. It gives the time for the teams just to get together and it sounds like a boot camp, but it's really not. They're just training. They're training. They're working out. They're doing drills. They're working on their offensive set, their defensive set, their different schemes, their different plays. They're going over shit. That's basically what minicamp is for teams to get to know their new players, tryouts for undrafted free agents and spring league players, and in indoor football league players, arena football league players, all these other leagues for some players that are standouts, college players who didn't get drafted, things like that. That's basically what minicamp is for. It's just training and going over everything and just taking the time for the team to get to know each other for all the new players who are coming in. You know what I mean? So that's what minicamp is for. You know what I mean? And that's our fan mail, y'all. Yeah! We got to do fan mail. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Thank you, Hit, man. I appreciate that, bro. That's what I'm talking about. He gave us the fan mail. I had to put it at one more again for him. You know what I'm saying? That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Shout out to my boy Hit, man, for hitting me at the fan mail. We got the fan mail done for the first time. You know what I'm saying? Let's fucking go, baby. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Woo, 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 woo. Now, like I said, we're going to preview the games for this week in the USFL right now. Like I said, right now we got a good game going on. It's 14-7, Michigan hosting Pittsburgh. Troy Williams is leading his team right now. He's putting on a show right now. Like I said, like B Bunny pointed out, Michigan has -1 yards on the ground. Actually, now they have 15. Reggie Corbin has 14 yards for 7 off of 7 attempts right now. Love and Strong combined have put up 93 yards passing, 8 of 12 for 68 for Love, 3 of 7 for 25 for Strong. Love has a touchdown and an interception though. He's hit 5 different receivers. Quinn 4 for 39, 2 for 22 for Hyman, 3 for 18 for Bo. Richardson had 1 reception for 9 yards, and Hukutini has 1 reception for 5 yards. Joe Walker has 6 targets, but all incompletes. So yeah, that's basically what's going on there. Troy Williams right now, he's 11 for 14, two touchdowns, but he does have 1 interception. He has 126 yards. He also has 23 yards rushing off of 5 attempts. Walker has 11 yards rushing off of 1 attempt. Henne has 10 yards rushing off of 2 attempts. Groshek has 6 yards off of 4. Gaither has 3 yards off of 1, and London has no yards off of 1. Henne has 50 yards receiving for 4 yards off of 4 receptions. Gaither has 46 yards receiving off of 3 receptions. Groshek has 19 yards receiving off of 1 reception. Walker has 7 yards receiving off of 1 reception. Stokey has 5 yards receiving off of 1 reception. Simmons actually has -1 yards receiving off of 1 reception as well. And currently, Henne and Stokey have receiving touchdowns for your boys, the Pittsburgh Panthers. Or, excuse me, I'm playing the Pittsburgh Maulers. So if anybody out there are Pittsburgh Mauler fans in the USFL, right now your team's doing their job, man. They're looking like they're going to get their 2nd win of the season. So let's see how that game ends up. Later on today on Fox, you have the Houston Gamblers, who just came off a very, very impressive win against Philadelphia last week, coming into the defending USFL champions, Birmingham Stallions, home. They're going down the Protective Stadium in Birmingham, and they're taking on the Stallions, man. It's gonna be a good game, man. I'm looking for a high-scoring game. I think we got some injuries today. Let's see. I'm gonna see right now. Oh no. Nope. So I don't know. Actually, I can't tell. Can't check the injury report yet. I don't think they have the injury report right here. Oh yeah, inactives. All right. So inactives for. Wow, now this is crazy. Arlington Renegades quarterback Kyle Sloter, who was no longer on the team, plays for the Birmingham Stallions now. He's an inactive today. Wide receiver Michael Darius is inactive. Running back Ricky Person is inactive. JoJo Tillery, safety, is inactive. Linebacker Rashad Smith's inactive. JoJo Ozuigu, defensive end, he's inactive. Offensive lineman O'Shea Dugos is inactive. Deion Kane, the wide receiver, is inactive. And Joe Jackson, defensive end, is inactive. Inactives for Houston: running back Shamari Jones, cornerback Malcolm Washington, quarterback Kenji Bahar. That's big. That's big. Isaiah Lewis, their safety's out. Linebacker Marcel Spears. Tackle Jair Joseph. Wide receiver Deontez Alexander. It's big. Tight end Rodell Ramoon. Yeah, Rodell Ramoon. Defensive tackle Christian Sokoli, and defensive end Eli Howard. So those are your inactives for both teams in that matchup. That comes on today at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4 p.m. Eastern on Fox. Then you got tomorrow, you got the New Jersey Generals. Oh, shit. Taking on the Philadelphia Stars. That's going to be at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 noon Eastern, and that's going to be on NBC and Peacock. And let's check out the matchup we got going on. You see how these bifocals? No, I had the picture small as fuck, so you gotta zoom in. You gotta zoom all the way in just to see that shit. All right, so inactives for my New Jersey Generals. You got Randy Satterfield, wide receiver, quarterback Dakota Pro Cup. That's big. Adrian Martinez might actually. Let's see if he's still on the team. Because I've always wondered that. If he's even on the team still. Because I haven't heard them talk about him at all. Adrian Martinez, Kansas State quarterback last year. Transfer from Nebraska University. I just don't see his name at all on their roster even. So I don't know. I'm not sure if he made the cut, but I know they drafted him. But the inactives, like I said, wide receiver Randy Satterfield, quarterback Dakota Pro Cup, outside linebacker Mike Bell Jr., wide receiver Arthur Jackson, running back Kingston Davis, cornerback Anthony Blue, linebacker Willie Eubanks. Oh, look at that, y'all. Wifey got me the fire-ass breakfast now, see? Some fire bagels. Yes, sir. Also, where we leave off? Willie Eubanks, the third linebacker, guard Bruce Trigg, defensive tackle Kevin Thurman Jr., and defensive tackle Kalani Vokomalalo. That was hard to say, but I said it. That was dope. Then you got your inactives for your Philadelphia Stars. You got quarterback Kevin Thompson. Ouch. Thank you, man. Woo. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, my bad. Back to what I was saying. Quarterback Kevin Thompson, wide receiver Carrick Wheatfall, defensive back Devin Taylor, Denzel Williams, defensive back, linebacker Jordan Ginmark Heath, tackle Tristan Taylor, center Sean Brown, tight end Larry Dolabetta, and defensive end Ali Foyoid. They are all inactives for Philly. So that's what it's looking like for New Jersey and Philly tomorrow. That game again is at 9 a.m. Eastern, or excuse me, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 noon Eastern on NBC and Peacock. Then you have the final game of the week, which will be on Fox at noon Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow, the Memphis Showboats go into Protective Stadium, which is also the home field for the New Orleans Breakers, and they're taking on New Orleans, who are 4-0. Memphis is 1-3, and looking to get their second win against the only undefeated team. And they do have some inactives as well. Quarterback Ryan Willis. These are for Memphis. Memphis inactives. Quarterback Ryan Willis. Running back Ezra Gray, free safety T.J. Green, wide receiver DJ Myers. That's gonna be big. That's a big loss for them right now. I believe that's a special teams player, Lamont McFadder, Kareem Dorrington, cornerback. He's out. Inside linebacker Nate Hall, tackle Clayton Bradley. Tight end Cheyenne O'Grady, and also the defensive end Jordan Williams. Those are all the inactives for Those are all your inactives for Memphis. Now on the New Orleans side, you have quarterback Angel Glass. You have inside linebacker Zacoby McClain. You have running back Cyrus Habibi Likio. Free safety, Sidney McLeod. Safety, Greg Eisworth. Tight end, Justin Alexander Johnson. Excuse me. Defensive tackle, Chris Richardson. Tackle, Richard West. Tackle, damn, y'all got a lot of tackles out. Leka Uhatafi. I think I said it right. Uhatafi. And tight end EJ Bibbs. Those are all your inactives for New Orleans. So we got some pretty good matchups, man. I'm excited for all the games. Like I said, right now, it's a tough game for both of these offenses to really put up some points. It's only 14-7, and we got 3 minutes left in the third quarter. 3 minutes and 41 seconds to be exact in the fourth quarter, or in the third quarter. So, he said peacock. So right now it's a back and forth game of just nobody scoring. So we'll see how the rest of the third quarter goes and see how the fourth quarter goes for this game. But like I said, that's your week 4 or week 5 preview. I want to see if I can give you the power rankings right now in the USFL. As of right now, you got New Orleans on top, of course. But it won't show me. It won't give me the chart. Bum asses. Hold on. Yes, I do. You got New Orleans at number 1. Birmingham at number 2. New Jersey at number 3. Houston at number 4. Pittsburgh at number 5. Philly at number 6. That's crazy. I'm looking at it like, how's this? Memphis at number 7 and Michigan at number 8. But I understand. That's your week 4 power rankings in the USFL. I do get why it is that way. So, yeah, that's cool. I want to see if they have the players of the week, because the USFL does players of the week. I want to see if they have the players of the week up here. See if I can, look and check it out. Hey, you're crazy, bro. Let's see. I want to see if they talk about the players of the week from last week. I believe they might have that up here. I just got to go back. Nope. Yes. All right. USFL Week 4 Players of the Week. You got on offense running back Mark Thompson for the Houston Gamblers. I mean, he did put up 134 yards on 13 carries. He won your Offensive Player of the Week. And last week, Vontae Diggs, the linebacker for the New Orleans Breakers, had the Defensive Player of the Week award. Special Teams Player of the Week went to Deion Kane, kick returner for the Birmingham Stallions. And those were your Week 4 Players of the Week for the USFL. Now, my prediction. I'm gonna start doing predictions for each week. I think, honestly, let's see. Let's go back to these games. I think Pittsburgh's gonna edge out this victor today. I think Pittsburgh's gonna beat up on let's get a bit tidbit nipply. I think Pittsburgh's gonna beat up on Michigan in the fourth and take this game away. I mean, without no real running game, I don't think that Michigan's gonna be able to win this game. Troy Williams is just too effective in the air and on the ground. Like, he's able to move the ball around too much. He's just an explosive quarterback. He's elusive. He can get out of the pocket. He can stretch the play to open up time for the receivers to get down the field. He can move in and out of the pocket with a good agility and speed. So I think it's going to be hard for Michigan to stop that when it comes down to it. I think he's going to be the one that seals the game for him. The Houston-Birmingham game, I really feel that Houston's going to upset them. I think they're going to rely on Mark Thompson with Kenji Bahar being out. They're going to rely on Mark Thompson to have another good game like he did last week and go crazy on the ground. And the way Birmingham gave up running yards last week, I think Houston has a chance to come in with the upset. So I'm taking Houston. New Jersey and Philly, I'm definitely taking New Jersey tomorrow. I feel New Jersey's going to just crap all over Philly. Philly's not. I don't think Philly's ready for New Jersey. I don't think Philly's going to have a good season this year. I think Case Cookies is just not the answer for them this year. And if he is, he's not showing it right now, honestly. But, yeah, I have New Jersey over Philly. And in the New Orleans Breakers-Memphis game, I have Memphis with the upset as well. I think Memphis is going to get it done. I think Memphis might go in there and put a hurting on New Orleans and shock the world. I think Memphis can pull out a win and get the W. So I have Pittsburgh, Houston, New Jersey, and Memphis. And my upsets are Memphis and Houston this week. So we'll see how that goes, man. We'll definitely see how that goes. And hopefully, like I said, I'm right. So let's get it. Now, what we've all been waiting for. The X Bowl is here today. XFL Championship game, 5 p.m. Eastern. Or excuse me, 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. The XFL Championship game, the X Bowl, tonight, live on ABC. The number one team in the XFL this season, the DC Defenders, are taking on the surprisingly, it's a surprise that they're there, but the underdogs, the Arlington Renegades, now led by former Vegas Viper, Luis Perez. He got traded mid-season and turned Arlington's season around. Like I said, Kyle Slaughter was one of their quarterbacks, and it was just not a good look for them. And, yeah, Luis has done his job, and he's led them to the promised land, which is the XFL Championship game, the X Bowl. So you got Luis Perez and Jordan Ta'amu, who are both Spring League journeymen, who are both, they've been in these Spring Leagues. They've been grinding. I believe they're both going to make it to the NFL, if not this season, next season for sure. Especially if they have another successful season like they did. Hey, Pew. Flame appreciates them tacos, man. Word up. Let's go. Big Pew. Feeding my boy Flame. I got you, man. Thank you. But, yeah, you have the DC Defenders hosting. Today, baby. Arlington, DC. It's going down, baby. We 5 hours away from kickoff, man. We are 5 hours away from kickoff, man, and it's going down. San Antonio, the Alamo Dome. Let's go. Oh, yeah. It's going down. I'm really, really excited for this game, man. Arlington 4-6, DC 9-1. Arlington made it to the fucking division championship and beat Houston, and we get a rematch of Week 9. Now, in Week 9, these teams went to overtime, actually, in Week 9, and let's see, trying to pull up the standings or the scores. Boom, the schedule. Now, look, Week 9, these teams played, right? And they went into overtime. And DC edged out a victory, 28-26. Okay? Luis Perez was 31 of 41 for 334 yards and a touchdown. Jordan Ta'amu was 14 of 20 for 188 yards and 2 touchdowns. D. Smith, I don't know his first name. I keep forgetting his first name. He had 12 rushing attempts for 43 yards and 2 touchdowns. Abram Smith had 10 rushing attempts for 27 yards. Sal Cannella had 7 receiving 7 receptions for 92 yards for Arlington, and Jay Hammond had 5 receptions for 74 yards for DC and a touchdown. It was a close game. Arlington scored 3 points in the first quarter. DC scored 6. It's 17-7. Yep. Pittsburgh scored. It's 17-7 right now. Pittsburgh is up on Michigan, 17-7. But yeah, Arlington scored 3 points in the first quarter in that game. DC scored 6. Arlington scored 6 points in the second quarter. DC scored 14. Arlington then scored no points in the third quarter. DC scored 6. Arlington scored 17 points in the fourth quarter, and DC scored none and took the game to overtime. And how the overtime rules work in the XFL, they have a college shootout, college style shootout for 2-point conversions. They get 3 tries and best out of 3. DC won 28-26. So if this game goes into overtime again, oh, it's gonna be lit. I have a feeling that it might. Go into overtime. I'm excited for this game though, man. I'm actually very happy for both Jordan Ta'amu and for Luis Perez, man. Luis Perez definitely deserves it, especially, like I said, getting traded middle of the season, coming to a new team, learning a whole new offense, getting to work with the legendary Bob Stoops, man. I'm just so stoked for him, man. So happy that he gets this opportunity to play in this game, and it's gonna be an exciting game, man. Like I said, Mike Joseph on defense for DC. You know, Sal Cannella. You got so many big names from this season in the XFL that are gonna be playing in this game, man, and it's gonna be lit. It's going down. I hope y'all are ready. And like I said, I might do a watch party for it today, depending on what time me and my boy Alacio get done with his Wild Heart stream. So I believe we're doing Wild Heart. We're playing Wild Hearts today, and he's gonna be streaming it. So y'all get ready for that. If you want to come see me on stream, I won't be streaming, but he will. Also, I might be doing, like I said, later on for the game, which we should be done by 5, depending on what time he starts. But I should be doing a watch party, special Gridiron episode, watch party for the motherfucking XFL championship game. So y'all already know, be here or be square, baby. Let's get it. So, again, if you guys want some HelloFresh, if you guys shop with HelloFresh, if you want to just check it out and see what it's all about, man, just to try it, that discount is huge. There's a meat and veggie box up there for like $89 after tax when it comes out, when you go to get it, you know, to checkout or whatever. It's like $89 with the free shipping and a 60% off. That's just like $27 and change, bro. Go check it out. Get that code !HelloFresh in the chat. If you'd like to join the Discord, you already know, come join the Discord, come holla at us. We do follow for family, man. If you're looking to become part of the family, come holla at us, man. !Discord in the chat. Go follow me on Spotify. We're trying to reach 100 followers on Spotify, y'all. Go follow me on Spotify. I gotta get my my fucking commands for both Twitch and Kick for Spotify, guys. So I will have that. Again, follow me on Spotify. Follow me on Kick if you're watching on Twitch. Follow me on Twitch if you're watching on Kick. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on all social medias, man. Twitter. I got TikTok again, so follow me on TikTok. I'll be making some clips and some more videos and shit and be putting on there. It's going to be just football-based, really. It's going to be for my podcast show, mainly, what the TikTok's going to be for. And I may do some personal shit, just having fun, talking shit. And I think me and my wife are going to start doing a stream together every week, just having fun, bullshitting. So you might just catch us come out of nowhere and just pop up with a stream, you know what I mean? So just keep it locked, man. I appreciate you guys for everything, man. Yeah, we're definitely going to do that ! Spotify, bro. I got you. I'm going to get that done today, as a matter of fact, after I do my video, upload my video to YouTube and Spotify, because I have to upload my episode to YouTube and Spotify. But again, I might be doing a watch party for the XFL championship game tonight, so definitely come through and chill. Like I said, the NFL schedules are out. Week 5 of the USFL is going on today. Currently, right now, Pittsburgh is up 17-7 and they just got the ball. They just got a turnover, and it's up 7. They're up 17-7. Fourth quarter just started, so tune in. It's on live. Yes, right now, USA live right now. Pittsburgh taking on the Michigan Panthers, and Michigan is at home getting stomped on. So y'all go check that out. Game 2 is at what time? 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern on Fox. Houston taking on Birmingham. And then tomorrow you got the New Jersey Generals taking on Philly at 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern, and at noon Pacific, 3 Eastern on Fox. That's on NBC and Peacock. And on Fox at noon Pacific, 3 Eastern, 3 p.m. Eastern, you got Memphis going into Protective Stadium taking on the New Orleans Breakers. And that's your USFL Week 5. So we midway through the season. I'm gonna be probably doing a mid-season review for the USFL Fresh Start video series I have. That'll probably be the second video I do. Then I'll probably start doing weekly videos for each week. Do a weekly video for the USFL, and I'll be putting out some more XFL videos as well. Like I said, man, y'all didn't believe me, but the USFL is looking to expand next season. Go check out my video, man. There's proof. Go check out my Twitter post. And y'all go follow me on Twitter if you're not following me, man. I'm trying to grow on Twitter as well. And we're just trying to get it popping, man. But I greatly appreciate y'all being here. Thank you again, Hit, for the fan mail, man. Thank you, Psycho B Bunny, for the biddies on Twitch. You're a fucking MVP, man. I really appreciate y'all. And again, like I said, go follow everybody. Go check out them Apex boys, Chuck, Pew, and Rasta. Go check out B Money. He be playing Apex as well, and a bunch of other games. Check out Misprint. He's into horror and other games like that as well. Go check out GV. He's big on horror as well as other games. He's a PC builder. Man, just go check out everybody, man. This is my fam. This is who we rock with. This is who we rock with, man. This is who we rock with. You know what I mean? Just go follow everybody on Kick, on Twitch, on everywhere. And fan mail. Post your questions on Twitter or Facebook. Hit. You can post them to me like you did on Discord. That's cool, bro. I don't care. But yeah, like I said, man, everybody, if you want to participate in fan mail, we got it. We had our first fan mail today. You know what I mean? Big shout outs to your boy Hidden. You know what I mean? Hit the troll on Kick. Hidden on Twitch. You know what I'm saying? It's my dog. Big shout out to him for the fucking love, man, for that fan mail. If anybody else has any questions, y'all see he just asked basic football questions. You know what I mean? So if y'all have any questions that y'all want to ask, just post it on my Twitter or post it on my Facebook, and I will ask them live on the show like I did today. And we'll keep the fan mail going. Also, like I said, HelloFresh, you can get that 60% off and that free shipping. You can follow me on all social medias. And again, we'll be having a watch party tonight for the XFL Championship game. So be there or be square. And me and my boy Alacio will be going live soon playing some Wild Hearts. He's going to be going live. I won't. So y'all be ready. He'll be on live on Kick and Twitch and I believe YouTube as well. So until later on for the Gridiron XFL Championship Watch Party, I'm your host, Jersey the King. This is the Gridiron. And I'll see y'all next week for episode 13. I love y'all, man. Oh, matter of fact, no. I'll see y'all next week for episode 13. But I will see y'all later on tonight for the XFL Championship Gridiron Special. So, holla at your boy, man. We out this bitch. Peace, y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all all for being here, man. I love y'all. I appreciate the hell out of y'all, man. I'll see y'all later, man. Peace.